welcome to LinkedIn After Hours. Hello, my winning friends. How are you? I decided to change it up a little bit. I have my socks here. And yeah, so this is welcome to Facebook Live at the Welcome to Facebook Live at the Lexical Mystic. Welcome to LinkedIn. Um, Welcome, my winning friends, to LinkedIn After Hours at the Lexical Mystic Academy. AI for AI empowered entrepreneurs. You know, I'm basically a one-take wonder. Well, kinda. But you know, it's in the evening. People are not perfect, right? So we must be authentic. Oh, and you know what? I forgot.
3 silly songs by groups beloved for their bassmen and or their silliness. In addition, all 3 songs were flops by those groups trying to recapture a sound they had on a previous hit and failing. By the Marcells.
Welcome to LinkedIn After Hours, my winning friends, my winning friends. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Okay, I gotta do it like this. My lollipop, I have my lollipop. Okay. Welcome, my winning friends, to LinkedIn After Hours at the Welcome. Okay. Welcome, my winning friends. Welcome to LinkedIn After Hours at the Lexical Mystic Academy for AI empowered entrepreneurs. Welcome. It's Freestyling Friday. And so I decided I'm not going, overboard or anything. It's just, I just have being kind of funny. But I have my little lollipop and I've got one of my favorite, I have a bunch of like schoolgirl dresses. I don't know why I don't give them away, but I keep them and I got them. So anyway, you guys, thanks so much for joining me. I'm going to take this off. Oh my goodness. How am I going to do that? Okay, here we go. And I don't have my mirror, so let's just hope my hat comes on. Isn't it kind of similar to Melania's? I bought this in 1991 at Nordstrom. Yeah, I keep my clothes and they come back in style. As you saw Melania wearing it. Yay, you guys. Oh man, I forgot. I've got to do one quick dilly bopper. Oh, and let me turn this off. These are little masks for little girls. I got them I bought a whole bunch of these. They're all different kinds. I have unicorn, mermaid, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, let me be right back and get a little filler. You know, I'm never quite 100% ready. So, cheers, my dears, and welcome. Yeah, so we're going to do a switcheroo. Okay, here we go. So yes, it's Freestyling Friday. Yes, my dears. And I got some updates. And I even have an agenda. Well, you can see it right there, right? And you know how I like to start with a little bit of motivational quotes. You know what I mean? But one quote. And I thought of one, I read one, and then I switched it around and made it my own. So what I'm going to say is it's in terms of reinvention, reigniting, recharging, right? Realigning yourself. And that's what a lot of us older people have to do because we're getting aged out. I got aged out years ago. And you just, unless you're connected, I don't know how you're going to get into some of these positions. So, but here is my reinvention quote. Before you can reinvent yourself, you have to invent yourself in the first place. So you have to kind of take it and decide, what are my goals? Who am I? What am I capable of? What do I want to do next? What have I not done before? What opportunities can I create? We complain a lot in America about not having opportunity, and men, everything's for men, everything for white men. Da, 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 da. Well, I just read on LinkedIn that this woman's husband, who was a house husband or a stay-at-home dad, my socks are falling down. Let me, um, but he was a stay-at-home dad, and so when he was ready to go back to work, he's heard crickets. He's not the only one I've read this about, applying for hundreds of jobs. I've even done it myself. As a business owner, I had to become a business owner because I couldn't find employment anywhere, no matter your credentials. But the thing about the United States is it continues to lower. This is just my feeling. I don't have any, there probably is empirical evidence of this, that the United States places are lowering their standards because they want to save a buck. And then years down the line, after doing all that saving and hiring staff from the Philippines for $4 and $5 an hour, it just takes one or two people to start collecting credit card numbers, birth certificates, social security numbers. It just really takes one. And if it's the manager or the supervisor, they're gonna hire a whole group of people. You see what I'm saying here? So they're not thinking. And that's gonna kind of lead me to my other discussion I want to get to is, I already jumped into lack of jobs, but I meant to talk about kind of just some kind of random subject because that's what I do before I get into my discussion. But basically what I'm saying is this woke term. And so I'm going to give you guys my take on it. So today I was reading LinkedIn, and someone had a post about how back in like Jim Crow days, now all the Jim Crow laws were written by Democrats, just to put this in a little bit perspective. So the people had to stay woke because like they could get framed for crimes they didn't do, like the Scottsboro Boys. Now that movie came on like the Monday night at the movies. Back in the day, they used to have those made for television movies until they started deciding they'd rather make money in the theater. But a lot of those movies were so good, and they had the Scottsboro Boys, the story about them. And it was an example of being woke. And so the people were advocating for being woke today. Okay, and so of course I come in there and I'm going to comment. You guys are being woke, but you're not paying attention. You're being woke toward the wrong side. the people who are pointing fingers and saying those guys are bad, those guys are trying to create Project 2025, those guys are trying to get rid of women's rights, and those are the actual people who are doing it, and they've been doing it for years, for decades. Yes. And people, they get all over me when I express my opinion, and my opinion is based on research. It's not like I'm just going to come up all of a sudden and say, Democrats are bad guys and they did this and that. No. I'm simply stating what's in the history records of what they did. So, I'm saying, and they seem to be the ones who are policing everybody. And it's like, well, you haven't even gotten yourself straight. You haven't even gotten yourself straight. So why are you saying those guys are doing this and those guys are taking away rights and those? Well, the Democrats are the ones who took away all the rights because the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which was actually voted in by majority by Republicans. Okay, the reason the civil rights in 1964 happened, that was about the 15th Civil Rights Law. That wasn't anything new. That was like maybe the 15th, 16th Civil Rights Law. But the only difference is that one was to get rid of Jim Crow laws that the Democrats created, every last one of them, Northern and Southern. And so I'm just saying you can't sit up there and have a history like that and go around pointing fingers at everybody. You know, because civil rights bills have been written and introduced and passed since 1856, all by Republicans, because that's the point of the Republican Party. But the other side, the side that is the guilty side, will get in your way and do anything to have you think the opposite. Okay? And that's just the reality. So however you want to take it, you know, it's up to you. So that's my take. This is my show, so I can talk about what I want to talk about. And the thing is, I am not worried. The first thing that happens when you have an opposing opinion is they start getting all over you. I said, that's why I don't hang around with you. That's why I don't hang around with you. I am not affiliated with any political party because I do not like labels. And I don't like being apart from people. You know what I'm saying? But I cannot hang around with anybody who starts getting on my back and saying that I'm a brainwashed, backward MAGA. Okay, once you start there, boy, we're done. Oh, Lordy be. Well, I mean, we're done it for the conversation. You know, we don't even know each other in the first place. But the one woman who I was kind of getting it into a little bit, I kind of would like to be friends with her, actually. But, you know, she's like, you are trolling me, and you need to get your historical facts. Oh, nobody has their historical facts like me. Nobody on this planet. Okay. So anyway. So you guys, let me get into what I am going to be doing today. Okay. I'm doing something a little different. So Okay. How am I gonna do this? Okay. So I don't have a lot of stuff today. I'm not particularly like ravenously hungry, but I have prepared some things because that's what I do. So, okay, let me get this ready here. Because I'm a one camera, single camera. You know, I worked in entertainment. Oh, Lord. Uh-oh, I better keep this single camera kind of. Oh, I don't know about that. Well, we'll figure it out. So what I have is flour. And I can't remember which one is the vegetarian flour and which is the chicken and stuff. I think the vegetarian might be this one. But I think I kind of remember using this last week. So, because I put one bag in another bag. So I think that's how we're going to do this. Okay, so here. I need to get my prop. I wonder, should I try putting this on my tripod? Because that's the shrimp. And let me move this back a little bit. You don't have a lot of control of what you can do. So we'll just put the shrimp here for a moment. And I will get a utensil because I need to get that pepper distributed.